I really, I'm sorry. That's embarrassing and everything, but, let that be a lesson to you.
Welcome to Watch Mojo's Secondhand Cringe. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times The Ellen Show went too far. Number 10, Allison Sweeney.
I do not want to lose this game!
You're going to.
American soap opera actress Allison Sweeney has been Ellen's guest a few times, but one appearance sticks out more than the others. While playing a giant game of Jenga, Sweeney tries to carefully remove a brick near the top of the stack. She's successful, but Ellen takes it upon herself to shove Sweeney into the tower and knock it down. Though Sweeney wasn't upset by the stunt, this doesn't mean it was a nice thing to do. Number 9, mocking Michelle Obama. Ellen decided to take Michelle Obama, who was still the first lady at the time, to a pharmacy as a way to poke fun at how out of touch famous people can be from everyday citizens. The irony there is, of course, that DeGeneres herself is a multimillionaire, and Mrs. Obama has spent much of her career and life helping and defending marginalized people. To make matters worse, part of Ellen's shtick was to walk around the store taking items out of their packaging, yelling about the First Lady through a megaphone, and embarrassing her in public.
Don't you want me to sign the shorts?
Yeah. But you were about to head for the forehead.
Number 8, Dakota Johnson. In October 2019, Dakota Johnson turned 30 and celebrated in style with a huge party.
How was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited.
A few weeks later, she appeared on Ellen and was quickly interrogated by the host about why Ellen didn't get a party invite. Johnson pointed out that Ellen was invited but didn't show up because she was busy that weekend. It later came out that she'd been at a football game that same weekend with former President George W. Bush, whose political stance was decidedly anti-LGBTQ+ during his time in office. Number 7, Taylor Swift's personal life. Ellen took it upon herself to quiz Taylor about Zac Efron, whom she'd been seen out with.
How's he doing?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while because we didn't date.
Yes, you did.
Ellen made an entire game out of pictures of Taylor Swift with random male celebrities, asking her to ring a bell every time she saw someone she actually dated.
Ring it at some
bad
point.
this
Okay.
makes me feel. All right.
Taylor made it clear from the beginning she did not want to take part, but Ellen wasn't having any of it. Honestly, the bit goes on longer than it should have. Number 6, Celine Dion. Back in 2007, legendary Canadian singer Celine Dion appeared on Ellen and came under fire for the way her son had his hair styled at the time.
Look at him. He is beautiful, but look at his hair. When are you going to cut that hair?
Ellen wanted to know why Dion had let him grow his hair so long and asked when he was going to get it cut off, much to Dion's annoyance. Ellen is a pioneer when it comes to breaking down barriers and traditional gender norms, so it doesn't seem to fit that she would make such a big deal over a young boy being allowed to grow his hair. Number 5, Titi Pierce. Ellen was presenting a segment about real estate ads in the US, and one Georgia-based realtor named Titi Pierce came under particular scrutiny.
Nipple convalescent home. What boob named that place? Titi Pierce.
Ellen found it hilarious to mispronounce her name on purpose, making Pierce the butt of many jokes. Pierce later sued Ellen for the distress caused by the segment, saying in all her life nobody had ever mispronounced her name like that. Pierce also wanted compensation for the many prank calls she received from Ellen viewers because the show did not hide her contact information. Number 4, extra gift. Some members of the studio audience were invited backstage to look around the set and take a free gift from a large table full of Ellen-branded items. They are firmly told that they're only allowed one gift each, but the hidden camera catches one girl double-dipping. She wanted to take something back for her sister who couldn't be there. Though this is a perfectly understandable reason, she's publicly humiliated by Ellen, who insists she should have stuck to the limit.
I really, I'm sorry. That's embarrassing and everything, but, let that be a lesson to you.
Then she's brought up to sit in Ellen jail, all because she tried to do something nice for her family. Number 3, prison joke. During the COVID-19 lockdown in 2020, Ellen had to stop filming in studio. The show was recorded from inside Ellen's house with no studio audience to laugh at her jokes, and very few staff members to tell her that she might have said something that people would find offensive. That's probably how this joke slipped through the cracks, where Ellen compares being isolated in her giant mansion with her wife and dog to being in jail.
One thing that I've learned from being in quarantine is that people, this is like being in jail.
Number 2, Nicki Minaj parody. In 2015, Nicki Minaj struck a deal with ABC Family to make a TV show about her early life in New York. Upon hearing the news, Ellen was quick to produce a small sketch making fun of the idea.
Nicki Minaj.
Minaj, come down here right now.
The sketch itself showed a young Nicki and her parents, all sporting giant fake butts, and accidentally knocking their furniture over. The sketch was slammed for its offensive and tasteless jokes about Minaj's body, not to mention the fact that many viewers thought it was racist. Number 1. Mariah Carey. In 2008, Ellen took it upon herself to get the scoop on whether Mariah Carey was pregnant. She asked her repeatedly and then brought out some glasses of champagne, insisting that Carey would have a drink if she wasn't really expecting. It later came out that Carey was pregnant at the time, and she sadly suffered a miscarriage shortly after this infamous interview. Because of Ellen's behavior forcing her into an early implied pregnancy announcement, Carey had to address the miscarriage in the press later on. It's a deeply traumatic thing to go through. To be forced to do so in the public eye makes it that much harder.
Let's toast to you not being pregnant. If you're not pregnant, then we should.